Can we talk about a brand that doesn't forget about those of us with larger heads? Today we're diving into JB extensions and why I find myself recommending them and wearing them personally time and again. One thing I really appreciate about JB extensions is they have a range of price points on their wigs. They have everything from budget-friendly silky tops, the hard front tops with the fake scalp, to fully hand-tied caps. And not only that, they offer specific medium large caps in their Snowflake Lace. So today we're going to kind of go through their lineup and what they have and which ones I personally wear and recommend for medium to large heads. JB Extensions has actually created their own specific lace for their line. They call it the Snowflake Lace, and it's very similar to a monofilament type lace. So it's that harder lace, but when it lays against your skin, it goes pretty much invisible. So while they do have some lace front wigs, the majority of their wigs, you don't have to worry about gluing down. They don't have the free ear flaps. They do tend to have the bendy ear tabs in a lot of their Snowflake Lace. And so their wigs, while being budget friendly, do resemble more of that monofilament experience that a lot of you are used to. So I am currently wearing Kel. This is Kel in the medium large. The color is Chartreuse Mix Blonde. Kel is one of their most popular styles. It's a very long, straight, sleek style. To remain budget friendly, what the Kel has is this section of Snowflake Lace in the front, so you get that really, really clean hairline. You can see it just kind of disappears. And then behind that, they have permatease. So a lot of the big brands will use permatease in their more budget-friendly line to give you some volume. So you can get your fingers in here and a brush in here and build it up to a whole lot of volume. The permatease does sometimes need a little bit working because when it comes to you, it's been in a box and it just kind of gets wonky in shipping. So if you don't know how to work with permatease, it can be a frustration, but it's also a great thing to keep your wig budget friendly, give you that volume without increasing price. So if you can learn to work with permatease, you have great options here with some of their Snowflake Lace caps. So let me show you how the construction of this wig is. Actually, we're going to start with the lace front. You can see it's very clean. We have the ear tabs, and because this is a medium large cap, the ear tabs come all the way down here. You can see all of this coverage that I get here. And it does have bendy ear tabs, so you can press it against your head and get it to form fit exactly how your head is shaped. It's a really beautiful construction. And let me show you here what the inside of that cap looks like. Here you have this Snowflake Lace. This is the section that disappears into your hairline and makes it look practically invisible. We've got an open wefted cap. It's a really great breathable cap. We've got the Velcro adjusters here, and you can see on mine, I have this Velcroed in pretty far. So I'm a 23-inch circumference head, 14 inches ear to ear, and 16 inches front to back. And you can see on the medium large caps, I can take this in quite a bit, and I don't have to worry about it being too tight. I have never had an issue with the medium large Snowflake Lace caps being too tight. Like I said, if you can learn to work with the permatease, this is a really, really great budget-friendly cap. They usually run under $100 for the basic Snowflake Lace caps. They also come in a bunch of different colors, so this is an option. Now as we walk through their lineup, we're gonna start with the most basic budget-friendly option that they have. This is a hard front wig. This is the Aussie Short in Burnt Sienna, I believe is the color. So it is a hard front, and often you'll have bangs with those, but you also have this scalp-like effect here, so that any way you part it, and it's this whole space in here, any way you part it, it looks like scalp. You still get these ear tabs that do have little tiny bendy stays in them. You get the Velcro adjusters, the open wefted cap, and this Velcro nape. And it's just a really, really cute style. You guys have seen me wear this before. This has no permatease in it whatsoever. And it does have the bangs, so sometimes you'll have to work with the bangs to get these out of your face and looking alive. But with me being a 23-inch circumference head, I can say this fits fairly well. I mean, obviously I don't get quite as much coverage as their medium large caps, but I get decent coverage. Back to the Snowflake Lace. This is Michelle. It is a very popular style of theirs that is kind of this short cutie style, bunches of colors, very similar construction to the first Snowflake Lace that I showed you, but this one has more of the lace. So this one has the lace at the front, plus this whole dedicated part area here. So you get more of that, your real scalp showing through with this dedicated part, as long as you are okay with a left-hand part. But this is the medium large cap. I haven't actually worn this one, so I haven't really adjusted those Velcro adjusters. But she is stretchy. She is stretchy and she is so cute. I mean, look at all that room that I get. This is the medium large cap. The ear tabs, again, bendy ear tabs, and you get pretty good coverage, again, because this is their medium large cap. There is no permatease in this style. However, it does tend to have a little bit more density up in the top here. You can get some more volume in there, and it's just a really cute style if you are not somebody who wants the long hair. I do tend to wear these parted every which way just because there's that thicker section of Snowflake Lace, and so I get more options with parting. Like I said, it is a dedicated left-hand part, but it's a really, really cute style, and because you don't have a full mono top, it does, it's nicer to your pocketbook. Recently, JB Extensions did release their Pro Cap, and I have done a full review of the Pro Cap by JB Extensions and how it's not exactly large head guaranteed. However, depending on your head shape and how much bio hair you have, I do occasionally recommend this kind of wig cap construction for people who are looking for more of that monofilament experience. You can see all of this free parting space. This is all of their Snowflake Lace, which resembles a monofilament free parting wig. This is the first design that they had of the pros. Their current pro caps are no longer lined like this. So if you order a pro cap, you are not going to get this lined experience. They are open wefted. You still get the Velcro adjusters, you get the bendy ear tabs, but you get all of this monofilament-like space with their Snowflake Lace. Now let me show you why I can't say that everybody with a large head can wear this wig, but some can. So this wig only comes in one size. They do not come in a small medium or a medium large. I can say that I have worn this Pro Cap multiple times and it's very, very comfortable, but you can also see that I don't get quite as much coverage on the Pro Cap, which for me, I'm okay with that. I will pull this hair, like I brush it out and kind of blend it into the hair that's here. But I cannot say that it will absolutely fit anybody with a large head. Sylvia does list on her website the recommended sizes that will fit in these caps, and on this one she does list 22 up to 22.75, I believe. Some of her newer Pro Caps that she's coming out with, I have seen it listed up to 23.5 on different styles. This is the Teresa in Silver Sand Blonde. So because I haven't tried those newer styles, I can't say whether or not they fit. She has seen my reviews and she has told me that she is looking at ways to get better coverage on the sides here for us larger headed girls, and maybe she's done that, which is why some of her newer Pro Caps do show up to 23.5-inch circumference. So if you're shopping on her website, make sure you check that information and those descriptions on what sizes they say that their wig fits. Last but not least, I have a monofilament here by JB Extensions. This is one of the first monofilaments that they released. They also have full hand-tied caps. I've not personally tried them, so I can't necessarily recommend them, but generally fully hand-tied caps are very stretchy and therefore should fit a larger head circumference. but I don't have one to show or share with you. This is their monofilament cap, so you can see all of this standard monofilament lace. It's got these little silicone grippies here, so if you don't have any bio hair, this will grip really well to your skin, and you don't necessarily have to wear a wig grip. We've got the open wefting, we've got the Velcro strap adjusters, we've got the bendy ear tabs. She has very consistent cap construction as far as the features. Now, the monofilaments, I never recommend anyone over a 22.5-inch head be able to wear these. They are very shallow in the depth here. It will fit my circumference, but there is not a whole lot of room in the depth. And therefore, for me specifically, it's not a comfortable cap, and it doesn't provide enough coverage here for me. So I'll show you. You do have the beautiful hairline that is a monofilament, of course, because it's a monofilament. This is their hazelnut color, and it's a beautiful wig, but you can see here there is very little coverage for me. And because of that, it doesn't sit perfectly here, and I don't feel like it looks as natural, but that's because there's not as much depth in here. I have plenty of room in the circumference. I also have very short hair, so if you have any bio hair, anything that you have to put into a ponytail before you put a wig on, I do not recommend their monofilaments. The construction's beautiful. It's more of a budget-friendly monofilament. If you are under 22.5, definitely go for JB Extensions monofilaments, because bang for your buck, this is an amazing cap construction. But for us larger headed gals, it's just, it doesn't have enough depth here for me to feel comfortable recommending that you would be happy with your purchase of a monofilament by JB Extensions. They have a bunch of different options, a bunch of different styles, a bunch of different colors. This one is hazelnut, beautiful, beautiful color. And their construction is very consistent. They're medium large snowflake lace caps. They're beautiful, beautiful wigs, very, very comfortable, and they have plenty of options as far as color and styles. In their snowflake lace, I have tried their Kells and their Teresas and their Taras and Michelle's and Chloe shorts and Chloe longs. All of them are very consistent as far as their construction and their comfort, especially if you buy the medium large versus the small medium. It's just a really great company that actually takes us larger headed gals into account when they have made their wigs. So I always recommend JB Extensions just because they do have a dedicated market for us larger headed gals. So if you haven't looked into them, if you haven't tried them, I would definitely recommend it. I am an affiliate, but that's not why I recommend their products. I would never recommend a product to you as a larger headed gal that I wouldn't wear myself. So yes, I am an affiliate for JB Extensions. I do have a 10% off code, which I'll give all of that information in the caption, but I'm not recommending them because I'm an affiliate. I'm recommending them because their construction is so comfortable in the medium large caps, and their designs are gorgeous. Sylvia, who is the owner of JB Extensions, is really starting to look into her color blends. One of her most recent releases and most popular viral releases for color blends is this Silver Sand Blonde. You can see this beautiful mix of colors. So for a long time, JB Extensions was really more of a basic color mixing of their wigs, but their most recent efforts to create these beautiful color blends, they're being really successful at it. I'm really enjoying a lot of their color blends. They don't just have blondes and brunettes, they do have some reds, but they do have somebody who's really looking into making those color blends more desirable. So head on over, check out JB Extensions, and let me know what you think.